Welcome back to the third birthday. Last time we took out our first, I'm going to call it our first real big enemy grouping. We had our arena. We had to go kind of do a marathon, take out all the orbs, take out the enemies. We got access to a cool satellite gun, and this is a really weird thing. So we just did an overdive inside the BABEL. And now we have this giant thing floating in front of us that appears to be just absorbing all the people. And this is where things get weird. As if they weren't weird enough already, right? But, okay, so we have to take this enemy out, and now there's all these civilians just kind of falling infinitely. And the gimmick is, this enemy, after a certain amount of time, will do that. You'll get hit by these orb things. It's an instant death, but you just have to swap over to the other NPCs and just keep firing at it. Now, there is another gimmick to this. Should be definitely saving those. You'll notice there are falling transports. And those transports, if they fall close enough to the enemy, you need to be... Yeah, you got to be quicker than that. But so basically the gimmick here is those transports are going to fall near this boss thing. And you want to shoot the transports and blow them up. And it works kind of like a grenade. It explodes. They do huge damage. So let's see if we can get this here. There it is. You basically get a free overdive out of it. Yeah, we whiffed there on the grenade. It was our last one, too. And we whiffed on that truck, too. This is one of those bosses where the first time you play through, you're kind of like, what am I supposed to do? Because you're just sitting there firing, and eventually you die because you fall too much, and there's not enough NPCs. Now, the NPCs do keep respawning. So, there is that, but sometimes you'll get unlucky and there's just not enough after... Like, you have to let it go for quite a while, though, but if you don't know that you can blow up the trucks, then... kind of puts you in a pickle. There, and if you can find one that has a grenade launcher like this, then you're pretty much set, because you just keep launching them. And then after a certain amount of damage, you get this scene here, but... This is, I guess we could call this Phase 2. And I mean, literally none of this makes sense. But here you go. So it's trying to suck you into the vortex. And this is where you have to kind of get crafty. So after you get close enough to it, you get the danger warning. So the gimmick here is you have to keep overdiving to the newer NPCs that spawn in. Because once you get close enough, you're dead. But so if you can get a sniper rifle, you can do some pretty decent damage. And again, if you don't swap out soon enough, or there's not enough NPCs, you're kind of out of luck. But luckily, for whatever reason, there's a whole pile of NPCs spawning in here with sniper rifles. There, and I think there's one more phase. Oh, no, it goes back to the normal first phase. Okay. Yeah, so basically when you're coming through here, just watch for falling trucks and shoot them as they get close enough to the enemy. Or look for NPCs with grenade launchers. This is one of those battles, though, that, like, it can take literally forever. Ah, we whiffed our last grenade. That's no fun. Sometimes the trucks that are falling, they can be a little sporadic. There, just kind of wait it out. There we go. There, look at that. And once you do that the first time, you realize what you're supposed to be doing. Because if you sit there just firing at it, you're not really going to be doing much. You can see we're barely moving the you're barely moving the health bar. I mean, the sniper rifle does do some pretty decent damage, but there we go. There, we should only have to do one more of those. Now, if you're playing this on a future playthrough, and it's not only transports, you get cars too. If you're playing this on like a second or third playthrough, you'll get through this much, much, much quicker because your weapons will be more powered up. So you'll be able to do more damage over time to the boss just with your weapons, as opposed to having to blow up like cars and stuff. This is one of those things, though, that, like, I'm not sure why they decided to include this. But there's our last one. Toast.
The BABEL.
The BABEL.
Sinking.
Sinking where?
The BABEL. Did we do it?
The BABEL. It's babbling. It's babbling. But there we go. So we're done with that annoying, strange segment. Hey, and there's Cray.
Cray.
All right. You're sorry. I'm out of commission. Let me tell you something. Someone taught me once.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
No matter how you leave a battle, anything's better than death.
Well, that's debatable.
Everyone had someone waiting.
There are some situations where some might say that there are fates worse than death.
I'll be right here.
Cray is wounded but alive. The mission is over. Sir, please respond.
But here's some
Owen here. I have some bad news.
I guess, I don't know if you call it butterfly effect stuff. You change an event in the past, it affects something else. You do one little thing in the past, causes huge shockwaves somewhere else. So we changed stuff in the past at that club sacrifice, and then Cray died, and then we had to go back into the past, change the past so that Cray lives. And then someone else's... I think that's Gabby. Now she's in trouble, so we gotta go warp somewhere else. You know, I think I'm gonna do some digging into what causes the upgrades for the handgun to become available, like for your default handgun. And then if I do a playthrough on hard mode, we can kind of not... I don't want to say cheese our way through, but like if it's a certain set of conditions that you have to meet for the upgrades to unlock, then I mean there's no reason why you can't just focus on that right off the hop, upgrade your handgun, and then you don't really have to worry so much about the secondary weapons you get. But I mean, the secondary weapons that you get, some of them are really, really nice, like the grenade launcher, the sniper rifles. Those are really nice for later in the game. And you know what else I find really weird is why I haven't added anything to those 2 empty slots there we have on the right side. There, I would totally take that. That's a plus 300 defense. Okay, past me agrees. And I would probably take one of those vertical DNA chips and just dump it in those empty slots. Because, I mean, even if you don't really have anything there, or like it's better to have something there than nothing. Oh, past me agrees. Glad to know my brain still works the same way. And I'd probably be looking at starting to upgrade that power surge too. Because like if you can get two power surge nodes and get them like level 5 each, you're well on your way. It's just to get them there. But then you have the kill boost there that you can get again. But I don't remember if the effects in this stack. Like if you have like say a level 2 power surge and a level 4 power surge, if they combine to be level 6, or if it just takes the higher level of the two. I don't remember. I'll have to take a peek into that. But, so here we go. Alright. More stink bugs. These ones you can actually see, thankfully. And you can take them out from ground level without having to have access to a sniper rifle. Because if you needed the sniper rifle, and you didn't take one from... if you didn't know this was coming, and you needed to have a sniper rifle to take these guys out, and you didn't overdive into an NPC that had a sniper rifle before you came here, you'd basically be soft-locked. You would have no choice but to just take a death and start it again, which is really annoying, but... Luckily, though, they don't take very much damage before they're dealt with. You might want to get out of there, man. That was kind of sketch. Oh man.
Continue the game, shall we? Keep going straight.
Too bad we couldn't get one of those healing things to... actually, you know what? I don't know if the healing activates when you do overdive kill as opposed to overdiving into another NPC. But so there's another instance, if you stand still, you can just restore some of your health. So if you're in a pinch and there's no enemies around, you need to restore some of your health. That's a I wouldn't say a quick way to do it, but it's a way to do it. It sure beats running around with like one hit left, taking that chance. So, present me would have done the exact same thing here. And you don't need the full health bar, because eventually you'll get to another NPC.
Get ready to rush. Go!
There we go. Oh, I think I remember this part. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of enemies spawn in here, I think. Yeah, some of the bubble shooting giraffe elephants. And Liberation is so great. Look at that damage doing the overdive, though. And 2 in a row. Ooh.
Entering combat zone.
I was looking for wherever those bugs were up there, but I think they are outside of our draw distance, so... Because, I mean, those bugs, they just float there. They don't really come around and try to intentionally damage you. You have to physically run through their stuff to take damage, so... finding those enemies wherever they're letting their death clouds down... it's free experience, free BP. And I mean, so there was clearly an enemy up there. It's just, for whatever reason, it was outside of our draw distance, so you can't see it.
Enemy up ahead.
One thing I will give them in this game, though, is their cover system. Like, the cover system, it's pretty generic, but at the same time, the barricades actually work really well. Like, the hitboxes are big enough that they actually cover you when you're behind them. And in case you were wondering, occasionally you will see dumpsters or things that... objects on the battlefield that are they're like shining, well, not shining, but they're kind of glowy, and they're usually blue. You can blow them up and you'll get like different items, whether it's grenades, ammo recharge, whatever.
Turn left. Sorry. I'm not used to this gadget.
That was kind of a lame crossfire. They barely even shot.
Focus on the target.
Oh wow, they basically took him out with just the crossfire. What?
Focus on the target. Please help. I'm going in.
Ah, almost. Oh, get out of here with your bubbles, man. I don't know if it's the same variant of those giant elephant-looking banana peel enemies, but there is what I'm assuming is a variant of those that will, I believe, regenerate health. They enter like a healing phase where like they just start glowing and they start recovering their health. Right there, we got a little bit of HP back. And we're getting there to where our destination is, slowly but surely.
Your backups arrived. Now's a good time to show your true colors.
There we go. Budget Reaper is toast. Oh, he was big mad. Yeah, dead end. We have to go through the wall there on the left. Oh no, a whole bunch of regular enemies. What'll we do? I don't think we'll survive. Yeah, look at that 17 experience. I think what happens is, I want to say the experience in this game scales. I'm pretty sure it does. And that 17 experience for those enemies would be a good indicator that it does. Because those enemies used to give a lot more. But I think as you go up levels, as you scale away from the enemy levels for where they're at, you get less experience. And as you can see, the barricades can be destroyed by the enemies. But this is another case of just infinitely respawning enemies that will keep respawning until you take out the orb thing. And these guys, it's always better just to wait for them to stop. Because if you don't, you're just wasting ammo at that point. But there we go.
This is Gabrielle. A girl?
Now, when you're firing on enemies and you get the overdrive prompt, you want to make sure you take it pretty close to when you get it, because it doesn't stay up for very long. You'll probably have noticed that I've missed a few. I always like to push it because I think I can get more damage in before I get that, so that the overdrive can actually take them out. But sometimes if you don't time it right, you will lose that overdrive kill opportunity, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just you lose a bit of time. All right, staircases. But I think this is where we wrap up. So, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And until next time, thanks for watching.